Hey, welcome to my journey. It is another meal plan and grocery haul, mini plan grocery haul. And I'll tell you what, I've been so busy prepping this morning, I forgot that I was supposed to have this up today. So I hadn't even filmed anything. So I'm tired. We will just jump on into this if it is all right with you. So there went my load of dishes that I messed up this morning doing all the freezer prep that I did. You'll see that maybe Sunday. This is Saturday. I don't know if you'll see it tomorrow or not. It just depends on how tired I am. So tomorrow we're going to have taquitos. That's what we call them. Make them in a crock pot with skirt steak, flank steak, whatever. To me, they're interchangeable. And I came up with the recipe. We went to a Mexican food truck many years ago. The kids were still at home. First food truck we'd ever been to. And they made tacos with strips of steak, not hamburger, and they called them taquitos. And that's where we learned that we like cilantro. Never had tried it. Cilantro and onions chopped up, sprinkled on there with a squeeze of lime. Oh, I forgot my limes. Squeeze of lime juice. Oh, it's delicious, and don't forget the salt. So I came home and come up with a spice mix that we like. I just call it my steak spice. I think I have some made. If I don't, I'll have to make some. And you just rub it on there, marinate it a while, and throw it in the crock pot. Or you can throw it on the grill, however you want to do it. So we're going to do that tomorrow with some of the meat we got at the cattle farm. So I'm excited to try that. It'll be the first meat that we're going to try. And then tonight we're going to have sloppy joes and french fries. Then one day we'll have lasagna soup. And I'm so excited to get to use those little noodles that I bought at Lancaster. Joan got them for her white lasagna soup. And I said, oh, well, I want some for my lasagna soup, because the last time I made it, it said break up lasagna noodles. I didn't like that. I even put a note that said next time I'm going to use regular noodles. So this time I got little mini looking lasagna noodles with some garlic bread. And then the brown sugar bourbon chicken that I marinated and froze with. This come out of that NASCAR book that I got for free from the group. Jimmy Johnson's mom's ranch potatoes. So we're going to try those. And I didn't put nothing else down there with it. I might throw some corn with it or something. And then chicken tetrazzini and fried squash. I was going to make that last night. And I fell asleep. And I woke up. I didn't feel like cooking. We ordered pizza. And then chicken broccoli casserole. It's just my chicken casserole with broccoli added to it. And my chicken casserole is the same as my squash casserole. So they're all three interchangeable with some kind of beans. And then my hobo dinner I hadn't had in a while. Pintos, fried potatoes and onions, and greens. May or may not be a cornbread with it. We don't always eat the whole thing. I can throw it in the freezer, but I may even have some in the freezer now. I don't know. My problem is when I make cornbread, I will tend to eat the leftovers in milk. And I eat too much. So the breakfast that I'm going to prep David, and I'll do it tomorrow because I've been so busy today, is breakfast bowls. That's what he said he wants. So that's what I'm going to make him. And he's going to have it with bacon instead of sausage. So he did the breakfast I prepped last week. He really liked it. He had his last one this morning. He said he was done with it. I said, that's when you do your prep. There's the good and the bad. The good is you don't have to cook. The bad is you do kind of get tired of it. But he didn't have to cook this week, and he was happy about that. So that is what we're having. My groceries this week. Did I do BJ's this week? I think I did BJ's early in the week. I think I did. And then a Walmart's. And that's it. So we'll keep this short and sweet and just turn around and look at those groceries. Okay, so the first place I went early in this week was BJ's. There's a couple things I still need to get in the freezer and some things I needed for recipes. So there are recipes that I'm doing that have diced cooked chicken, and all the chicken I made was shredded, so I just got one more pack of chicken that I'm going to cook the whole thing and dice it. And then some more onions, and I'm going to shred up my cheese. So I got 2 of those. And then I'm using a lot of sour cream this week, and I wasn't sure if what I had was going to be enough. And I went ahead and got their butter. I told you I'm waiting until it goes on sale for the baking season, but this was $3.14 a box, which is like 30 to 40 cents cheaper than Walmart's. So I got it. And then I'm trying to drink my coffee half and half whipping cream, because I told you it was getting too thick, but it's too thin that way. So I just got me another heavy whipping cream. And these are for the freezer. I'm just going to scoop them out and tray freeze them and pop them in a bag. and then some green peppers for the freezer. So that is all I got at BJ's today. Okay, here is my Walmart order. And I've got the last 3 watermelons of the garden. Holly, I think she got 3 or 4, and we got 3, and then the watermelons are done. But I have David's skim milk and my almond milk. And then cottage cheese is for a recipe, and ricotta cheese is also for a recipe. The crushed tomatoes are for my spaghetti sauce I'm making, and the Parmesan cheese, and some noodles. I got some noodles, but I didn't quite have enough. And then I need celery for the weekend, and also more tomato paste for my spaghetti sauce. And I ordered a bag of these tomatoes, and I think they must have given me the biggest bag they had. David's going to be eating a lot of these little tomatoes. And then carrots for the weekend, and mushrooms are for, I can't remember what. And then some avocados. And they didn't even put my broccoli or my cilantro in a bag. They just had them thrown in the bag. They didn't put them in a produce bag. And then I just got the feeling like we might need some chips and salsa this weekend. I just feel it. And then David's bread. And another big old bag of taters, because we used a whole one this past week. And some collard greens. Oh, I hope ours make so I can get some real good ones. And then David wanted these to make some sandwiches this week. And these caramel bits, I need some caramels for one of my Halloween things. And when I went to search for them, they had these little bits, so you don't have to unwrap them. You just melt these. So I thought, well, that's the way to go. So that's for Halloween. And then I got Halloween candy for my dish here. So I got some Reese things, ghosts, and bats and pumpkins. They're supposed to be smaller. I didn't get the giant size. And then I wanted the fall Hershey Kisses, but the only one I seen in a bag like this was these, the Harry Potter. I don't care, they eat the same. And then the Kit Kat Vampires. Kit Kats are like David's favorite candy bar. He loves those. And so that is what I'm having for my treat bowl over here. So that is what I got from Walmart's this week, and that will be the end. I'm not going to Publix. That'll be the end of my grocery shopping, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you when I see you.